Hi everyone, it's Beth with Bodies by Pilates. And do you suffer from tight hips? Does it hurt to sit crisscross like this? If so, I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that will just loosen up those hips. So if you do them daily, you'll hopefully see some improvement in your hip flexibility. So let's come on down to our mat. Now you can always do this seated, but I feel like if you lie down, you have a little bit more control over the exercise itself. So your feet or your knees are going to be bent, and then your arms can just be out by your side. If you're also working on opening up your chest and your shoulders, you can just have them in sort of this goalpost position. But then let your rib cage sort of settle in. So you might be able to see that my rib cage is splayed right now. So I'm just going to give it a second to settle in. And then maybe take your feet as wide as your mat, or maybe like a arm's length apart here. And then I want you just to windshield wiper them over to one side. So you're kind of keeping the hips down. You want the knees to just fall down towards the ground. Okay, so you get a little spinal rotation, you get a little core opener here. But you're opening up this hip flexor and just hold each stretch for at least 10 seconds, just allowing yourself to sort of sink into it. So remember not to hold your breath, but to breathe through all of your stretches. And so then go ahead, take a big inhale as they come up through center, and then exhale as they fall over to that other side. Just letting the legs fall towards your mat or floor. So again, nice spinal rotation here, a nice stretch through the core, and then you're also getting those hips, internal and external rotation. So we've got some internal rotation here and some external rotation here. You can do as many of these as you like. I just want to show you one more stretch here. So next up, you're just going to go ahead, keep your right knee right where it is, and then just lower that left leg in. So this is your internal rotation of your hips. So a lot of times we always think we have to externally rotate our hips, which is a true statement, but you also want to do the reverse of any rotation. So if you're doing hip circles in one direction, just make sure that you do them in the other direction too. So give yourself a second for your leg to sort of settle in this stretch. And then again, a big inhale as you bring that leg up, and then exhale as you take that other leg in. It feels so good. I know we don't take the time to stretch as often as we should, but whenever we do, we always say how good it feels. So again, holding each stretch for about 10 seconds, and do as many as you need. I'm just showing you one of each. And then maybe one more final stretch is to just take the soles of the feet together and just open those knees out to the side. This is your butterfly stretch. It's a nice calming stretch too. So you can always take your hands onto your belly and just feel as those fingertips kind of come apart as you fill the lungs up with air. And exhale, feel the fingertips come back together as you let all that air out. So we should always be taking deep belly breaths as often as possible. So not just the short sort of upper breaths, but deep into our belly to activate and engage our core as well. And once you've had enough of that, just bring those legs up. You can always come onto your side, press yourself up, and then just kind of take note as to where the legs are at now. Do the hips feel a little bit more open? And again, try those stretches every day, and I know that you'll see some improvement. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you back here real soon.